Dear students, in our previous class we had started discussing the poem Asleep in the Valley by Arthur Rimbaud. We had studied the first two stanzas of the poem. Let us recapitulate what we had discussed in the first two stanzas. As we know, Rimbaud was a French poet, and originally this poem was written in French. The name of the French title is Les Dormiaux du Val. That means asleep in the valley. Now in the very first stanza, the poet gives the description of an idyllic valley, a picturesque valley. How is the valley? The valley is small and green. A small river meanders its way through the valley, and during its course or during its flow, it leaves some silvery strands on the bright grass. These silvery strands are nothing but grains of sand that look bright in sunlight. The grass is bright because the entire valley is illumined by bright sunlight, and the entire valley is frothing with sunlight. From the top of the mountain, the rays of the sun illumine the entire valley. The valley is green because there is greenery everywhere. Wherever one looks, there are flowers and plants, and the rays of the light fill the valley with brightness. In the second stanza, the poet describes a sleeping soldier. A soldier who is very young is lost in peaceful slumber. The young soldier sleeps blissfully. In a picture-perfect setting, in a picturesque valley, the young soldier enjoys a peaceful slumber. How do you know that the soldier is enjoying peaceful slumber? Because he lies open-mouthed. His mouth is open. He is enjoying a peaceful sleep. And what is under his head? A pillow made of fern is under his head. Fern is a kind of plant, and the soldier's head rests on a pillow made of fern. He is asleep and he is lying on the heavy undergrowth. Undergrowth means trees and plants that grow under a big tree. That is undergrowth. And the poet describes his bed as warm, green and sun-soaked. Sun-soaked because the entire valley is frothing with sunlight. The entire valley is illumined by the rays of the sun. The ground where the soldier lies is warm because the rays of the sun makes it warm. There is greenery everywhere, so it is green. The entire valley is covered with soft green grass. As I have already said, this poem is an anti-war poem. Here the poet has portrayed the futility of war, the fruitlessness of war. তিনি যুদ্ধের নিষ্ফলতার দিকটা ফুটিয়ে তুলেছেন. But at least in the first two stanzas, we don't get any indication of war or bloodshed. প্রথম দুটো স্তবকে কিন্তু যুদ্ধ বা রক্তপাতের কোনো রকম বিবরণ নেই. Because Rimbaud produces the effect with the help of contrast. তিনি বৈপরীত্যের মাধ্যমেই এটাকে ফুটিয়ে তুলেছেন. Any other minor poet, any other ordinary poet would have started the poem by describing a bloody battlefield. কোনো সাধারণ কবি হলে কোনো রক্তাক্ত যুদ্ধক্ষেত্রের বর্ণনা দিয়েই শুরু হতো এই কবিতা। But not Ramo. Ramo was an exceptionally gifted poet and his style is something different. He writes in free verse. This poem is a perfect lyric and this poem also has a background. This poem was written in the background of the Franco-Prussian War of the 1870s. Franco-Prussian. Franco, it refers to the country of France, and Prussia was the former name of Germany. So Franco-Prussian War is the war between France and Germany, which took part, which was raging in the 1870s. As you remember, Ramo himself had joined the army. He had joined the Dutch colonial army to go to Java, and Ramo had come face to face with the horrors of war. That is why in this poem we will find that he has portrayed the horrors of war. He has portrayed the fruitlessness of war. But how he does it will be clear in the last two stanzas of the poem. So we are shifting to the third stanza. His feet among the flowers he sleeps. In the third stanza also, the poet describes the sleeping soldier. The soldier is lying where? The soldier is lying on the heavy undergrowth, under the trees, and his feet rest among the flowers. That means we get another idea about the valley. The valley is full of flowers. Flowers bloom in abundance in the valley. এই উপত্যকায় প্রচুর ফুল ফুটে আছে. That means it is really an idyllic valley, a picturesque valley. ছবির মতোই সুন্দর. And in this picturesque valley, the soldier is lost in peaceful slumber. His smile is like an infant's. Here the poet uses a simile. We know what is meant by the term simile. A simile means where there is comparison. Here the poet compares the smile of the soldier to the smile of an infant. Infant means a child. Now if there is a comparison, there must be some points of similarity. তুলনা থাকলে কিছু মিলের কথাও বলতে হবে. What is the similarity between the smile of the soldier and the smile of the child? Gentle without guile. The smile of the soldier is gentle. The smile of the soldier is very polite, without guile. Guile means wickedness, shayatani. Without guile, that means his smile is pure and innocent. The smile of the soldier is pure and innocent. That is why it is without guile. Now the smile of a child is just like that. The smile of a child is pure. The smile of a child is innocent. The child does not know the complexities of life. The child is immune to the various wickedness of the world. পৃথিবীর বিভিন্ন খারাপ দিকগুলো শিশু জানে না. That is why the smile of a child is pure and innocent. And the smile of the soldier, though he is not a child, is pure and innocent. All nature keep him warm. The poet appeals to nature to keep the soldier warm. The poet has a great affection for this young soldier. He may catch cold. The soldier may catch cold. The ঠান্ডা লাগতে পারে. Why can the soldier catch cold? The soldier can catch cold because he is lying on the ground, and that is why he may catch cold. So the poet appeals to nature to keep the soldier warm. It is a manifestation of the poet's love and affection for the young soldier. In this video we are discussing up to this point. We will upload another video.